did I put that 275-year-old Caledonia wine?
Wow. Amazing. Simply amazing. How about we draw something up in a more official capacity?
Leomar, sir, I think we might need to hire more guards. The soldiers discovered a poisoned needle nearby.
Instead of just hiring more, how about we fire the lot and start fresh? How can we trade here when we are constantly in danger? That poison needle, I'm sure it's the work of that fugitive, Jordine. That menace should be lying low, so why stick his neck out here? Having discovered signs of his presence here, we, as Serendians, cannot sit idly by.
Of course, of course. This new friend of ours will handle it. Jordine is quite the famous fellow, so I'm sure you know who he is, right?
No, I think we've done all we could here.
There's no better place to make a profit than Serendia.
My chief, we must leave. We shall make for Black Mountain, forbidden though it be. The great founder beckons us. Was it youth's folly that bade them go? Although these lands were home to Owena, witch of ruin, she who taught us how to rob dragons of their breath, these wastelands can be called home no longer, made barren as they are by the heat emanating from the cave. The heat of which he spake was much akin to the heat of passion that burned within. My chief, you cannot join us, for since the great witches perished, harsh wind the cold will take you before we reach where the great founder beckons us from. But here you shall know warmth until your final days. To speak true, I had never any intention of accompanying them. But know this, said he, you will always be our chief. That will never change, be we here or in places far. So I say, I hope you shall remain steadfast to the very end, for us. And verily, we arrived at the crux of the matter. Remember how we implored of the Great Witch, why doth the heat of the cave radiate without end all year long? Our query was met with laughter, but now she doth laugh no more. I told myself it could not be, that he would surely not ask this of me. If thou live truly for the good of the tribe, then I beseech you, destroy Owena's kiln. The source of that incessant heat must lie someplace beneath. If we find the source, we shall have untold power over the other tribes. I know not why, but I simply nodded. Please, do all within your power until our return, and pray remember, you shall forever be our chief.
Our family was a little different, even in Dregan. While everyone else sharpened their swords to fight the dragons, we sharpened our pickaxes. The huge boulder that was blocking this junction continued to be whittled down through the ages, until now. Did I gain anything from it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing, I tell you. However, I truly believe my ancestors made the right choice. They forged the path that connects Serendia to the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
What? Then Owena's kiln? Was the stone once blocking this junction? Oh, what do we do? It's been completely destroyed! Oh no, oh no! Owena's kiln is no more! Someone hold me!
Ah! You scared me. Who is this white-furred fox?
Leomar, sir. We need you down there now. The demi-beast researcher finished investigating those rocks.
Soon I will be rich.
Of these ghouls.
Might be better to head to Balak's camp.
The piles of rock are actually a type of species found on Everfrost called Takium. They usually inhabit the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
Seems they died at Owena's tail almost immediately due to the heat that radiates directly from the ground. A phenomenon unlike anything found elsewhere.
What? Why would a creature from Everfrost come all the way here? You Abets took all the stones that came of Owena's Kill's demolition. It is clearly written in my ancestors' records.
What? Us?
Darn it, Griffith! Go back and finish your job. I will be offering a prayer tonight. Cursed things, be gone!
Well, I think it's best for us to be the ones to bury them. People are getting anxious. Let's head inside.
Over here! What's this noise about us taking the rubbly remains of Owena's kiln?
I'm glad to see you at a place like this, but I also seem to have been caught off guard. Well, I can certainly understand why you didn't take your studies on my area of expertise, winter trees, seriously. However, how can you not know the history behind the furnaces symbolic of ale?
Huh? What are you talking about? How is that connected to Owena's kiln? I'm lost.
Curses. What a fine waste of time this has been. 2 days fully wasted thanks to you. It is my nature to prepare for every eventuality, but your unpredictable idiocy consistently blindsides me.
Huh? How'd the murderous Spectre get in here?
Do you have anything else to say?
People are starting to get suspicious. They have begun to monitor my movements. Lady Durrett can't even pen a letter without scrutiny. This is likely to be our last encounter.
Jarrett? Oh, that letter we saw in the hut! Aw, bitter buddy. You had a girlfriend?
How dare you, you lowly fox! If you speak such slander of our princess again, my blade will split your throat, and your next mention of her name will be a whistle on the wind.
Let's hear the rest of it. About Owena's kiln.
No, the moon has fallen. We need to find that Dreadwinter tree first. If we don't do it tonight, then last night's tragic events may well unfold again.
No, Pateau. Stay there. Lando will be the one to purify the winter tree. This will serve as a very expensive teaching fee for reteaching you the basics of our history.
Seems like everyone is super mad right now. You're gonna help me though, right?
Albion and Valencia.
I hope you learned your lesson this time. Stop causing so much trouble for everyone. Ale, the first Dirabets to leave the Zavir Highlands. It is known to be the first day he stepped hoof on Owena's tail. He went near a blinding light that shone from afar, as if someone was fiddling with a mirror. As he approached, he saw an old man crushing Owena's stones. Ale looked at the stones, wondering at the old man's motives. "There's mysterious powers within those stones," said Ale. Then the old man said, "They're just strange hot stones, completely useless." But not to Ale. He was certain they contained mystical powers. "In that case, allow me to buy them." "Just take them," said the old man. "I was tossing them out anyway." "No," replied Ale. "I can't just take such precious stones." So he left to get oak pills of grass and a horse to trade. He gave these to the old man the next day, who took them reluctantly. He did the same the following day, and the next. Ale continued to trade his oak pills and horses for the old man's stones. He took all the Owena stones he traded for to the Zavir Highlands. Then one day, on his way to Owena's Tail, Ale came across a large group of humans. They belonged to another Highlands village, not far, so he asked them, "Where are you going?" "The Great Founder beckons," was the reply. "Then who will guard the village in your stead?" asked Ale. The villager considered this. "Ah, would you protect it, Ale? We know you to be trustworthy." That day marked the end of Ale's journeys to Owena's Tail, and the last day any Abets would leave the Zavir Highlands again. That night, a light smoke drifted up from Aelton, from a kiln Ale had constructed out of Owena's stones.
It's coming back to me now! I think I had a dream about this once.
You likely just fell asleep during your lesson.
The sleep-talking seed can only truly slumber within Owena's kiln. Though Owena's kiln has been dismantled, we should be able to use a furnace constructed from the very stones of the kiln to complete the witch's trial. We could have saved ourselves a lot of time if you actually paid attention during your own history class.
But then I would never have gotten to do your elite soldier training thing.
Charcoal workshops here have a kind of furnace, commemoratively called a kiln, that burns hotter than any other. Thankfully, one of Mr. Charbonneau's charcoal workshops is nearby. It is operated by his first son.
He's left it in the hands of his workers while he's traveling abroad, but as it's still of the Charbonneau name, we should have it at our disposal.
You should go first. It will be dangerous to move together with the guard on alert.
I'll take the fur ball and go first. Make sure that you are not followed.
I am not a furball!
Oh, sorry. We've yet to be properly introduced. I'm Tabadai, a winter tree researcher in Aelton. Over here is Puteau, Aelton's oak pill researcher. I heard you took care of the winter tree that appeared by Charbonneau Villa.
It isn't a tree that would usually take root all the way out here. It's a clear sign the mountain is in pain. We need to investigate the situation further.
Please come visit us in Aelton sometime. Our most hospitable chief would welcome you with open arms.
275-year-old
Ballard's camp.
Well, you're surprisingly early. For someone arriving from the land of the morning calm, anyway. Why is everything taking so damn long when we need but a single use of their furnace? The owner seems to have indeed left for the city. Of course, as our luck would have it, the owner hired a replacement who happens to be from Serendia. I will leave this to you then.
Bloody goblins! They start slacking, you throw them in the furnace! You got any idea how backed up we are here? Get in line! Look, Mr. Furry Fox, I already told you. If you really want to be the first in line to use the furnace, I'm gonna need you to take care of those, tasks I gave you.
Seriously, this guy's requests? Just ask for the moon while you're at it. A full day of physical labor? As if I'd ever agree to that! Look here, you! I'm gonna go tell old man Charbonneau!
Look here, you! I'm gonna go tell old man Charbonneau! I'm altering the deal. 2 days. Pray I don't alter it any further. I have Charbonneau's complete trust. That's why I'm in charge while he's off gallivanting. And what I say, goes. This coupon was given to you by the workshop's master? You think that's enough for someone like me? This coupon was given to you by the workshop's master? You think that's enough for someone like me? What say we leave this work to the goblins and get ourselves a drink?